What is something a person did that made your jaw literally drop even if you did not show it? I was on a flight with my wife and 2 kids, and we were seated in the middle row. My wife was on one side and I was on the other with our kids in the middle. A woman in her 50s was sitting next to me. As soon as the flight took off, she started drinking heavily. She was loud and kept trying to talk to me, even though I was clearly watching a movie. I tried to be polite, but she wouldn't stop. She even started making comments about my wife, who was sitting across the aisle. I ignored her, hoping she would get the hint. Then, she started touching my arm and leg, and I told her to stop. She laughed it off and said she was just being friendly. I called the flight attendant and asked to be moved, but the flight was full. The attendant told the woman to stop, and she did for a while. But then she started again, this time trying to grab my hand. I told her I was married and not interested, but she wouldn't listen. I called the flight attendant again, and they moved my wife to sit next to me. The woman started yelling, saying I was being rude and that she was just trying to be nice. The flight attendant told her to calm down, and she eventually passed out. After the flight, she was escorted off by security. It was the most uncomfortable flight I've ever been on.